constitutional right to remain silent and also to have counsel appointed in your case. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. And I see that you have a couple of domestic violence cases in city court, three of them separate ones, and then a case in justice court. Because of those cases, I'm gonna set your bond at $2,500. Appoint a city public defender to represent you. Your next court date in city court's May 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you for for your cases that are pending in city court. You are excused. Thank you.
Ms. Howard, please stand up. Back in there. Yes, ma'am. I don't forget that you're a housing officer. They can sit right there.
What is your name, please?
Chip Frank.
Is there a public defender around?
There is one moment.
All right, sir. Looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest for promoting prison contraband. The alleged incident date was from February 1st, 2025. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I am going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $10,000, which is the amount listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I made the state aware that I have been unable to read the interim complaints. It is still coming to me as a corrupted file. So I just want to state for the record that I have not had a chance to read the interim complaint. What I will say is Mr. Frank was assessed at a level 2. The charges were assessed to be non-violent. He is in custody on other charges. He's 21 years old. This is a refiled matter. He's a lifelong resident. He is currently unemployed. However, pretrial services was able to talk to his mother, who indicated that she could support. I think the biggest thing for the court to just understand is that he's in on other charges. So I would just ask for a low bond.
Mr. Frank, your bond set at $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for May 22nd, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Brandon Michael Griffin.
Mr. Griffin, you're charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault on a correction staff. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I see that you are in custody on another felony. Mr. Terrace, your bond recommendation?
He recommends bond of $15,000 due to the nature of the offense, as well as the active NVCA flag that the defendant has.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, 1 second. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just had a chance to speak with Mr. Griffin, and I just want to state for the record that I have not had an opportunity to read the interim complaint. I just sort of have a brief summary from the pretrial services workup. I will note that he was assessed at 2. He does have some community ties. He's lived here for a few years with his family. Specifically, he was maintaining full-time employment before being picked up on the other matter. I note that he is being held on a $100,000 bond. I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Griffin. That is certainly going to keep him here and assure his appearances in court. So at this time, I'm just asking for $1,000 bond in this new pending matter.
Griffin, your bond set at $15,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set May 27, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Karen and Capone.
Where does the Harvey name come from?
I just got married.
Is that okay. So you haven't changed your last name yet, right?
I did. I went to motor vehicle and changed it over there.
All right, so you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. I will release you. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, May 27th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You're excused. Thank you.
See you out there with anything else?
Castillo, get them right here. You go out the door downstairs for a few minutes.
What is your full name, please?
Jesse Anthony Castillo.
You looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a disorderly conduct charge. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. I'm going to go ahead and release you on this case. I see you're in custody on another matter. Your next court date's May 27th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. in Justice Court, and you'll get a copy of your paperwork. And I'll let them know that you're in custody on another matter. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll go downstairs to the mails. Please sit there right there, Ms. Myers.
What is your full name, please?
Hannah Joy Myers.
Ms. Myers, you had a couple of warrants for your arrest. One case is an assault disorderly conduct case out of South Tucson City Court. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. The offense date was October 23rd, 2024. Ms. Myers, I'm going to release you, but you have to appear in court. You're never going to get this case resolved until you appear in South Tucson City Court. You will have to appear June 3rd at 10 a.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a disorderly conduct and criminal trespass case. The offense date for that was August 20th, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you June 2nd at 9 a.m. is your next court date in justice court. You also had cases in city court, a new charge of obstructing a highway from today's date. And then you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases in warrant status involving drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass. Ms. Myers, even though I'm going to give you a chance to appear on your own, you have to appear in court, city court, June 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest. And I need to let you know for all the new charge, you have a right to remain silent. You have a right to be represented by an attorney if you'd like to hire one. If the state's asking for a jail time, then you could be screened to see if counsel could be appointed. If you don't appear for your next hearing date, a warrant will issue for your arrest in each case, and new charges of failure to appear will be added to your case. So just make sure you're showing up for court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Your excuse. Thank you, ma'am.
That was our lead. Going out there.
What is your full name, please?
Luis Joe Salazar.
You had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a shoplifting case on March 7th of 2025. Sir, you've got to make sure you're appearing for court this time. I'm going to quash the warrant, give you a chance to appear on your own in justice court, May 27th at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You also had, let's see. You also had 1, 2, 3, 4 cases in, no, 1, 2, 3 cases in warrant status out of city court for charges involving criminal trespass, shoplifting, disorderly conduct, possession of drug paraphernalia. I am going to quash those warrants. Mr. Salazar, I'm Judge Hale. You're going to see me in court on June 12th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. Make sure you appear in court. If you do not, I will issue warrants for your arrest. The only way you're going to resolve your case is if you show up. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see you in June. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go out the door, sit down with the males. Daniel Hill.
What is your name, sir? Full name, please?
Daniel Thomas Hill.
All right, looks like you have a new charge of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I also see that you have, 1, 2, 3 other pending cases in city court involving domestic violence charges. I'm going to, for your newest charge, I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. You are not allowed to have any contact with Amber Williams. Do not call her, do not see her, do not go to where she lives or works. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, May 21st at 1:30 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
All right, we're going to send up. You go out the door, sit down there, stairs with the males. Charles Meyer.
What is your full name, sir?
Charles Meyer.
Do you have a middle name, sir?
Israel.
You're charged with 2 separate counts of criminal trespass in a 3rd degree. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent. You can represent yourself if you hire an attorney. If the state was asking for jail time, then you would be entitled to be screened for an attorney to be appointed. Make sure I'm going to release you. If you don't appear at your next hearing date, the court could issue a warrant and new charges of failure to appear could be added to your case. Your next court date is going to be June 16, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. Make sure you appear, sir, so that you can resolve your case. You are excused. Thank you.
Obviously out there with the mails. John, for your answer, sir.
What is your full name, please?
Don Lewis Richmond Jr.
You have a new charge of domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, violating a court order. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I am going to hold you on a bond of $1,000 because it looks like you have another pending domestic violence case involving the same victim, involving the same charge. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. You are not allowed to have any contact with the victim in this case. Do not go to where that person lives or works. Your next court date is May 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. and your attorney will be in touch with you. You are.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Rodriguez, Margarita.
What is your full name, please?
Margarita Alejandra Rodriguez.
What's your middle name?
Alejandra.
You're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, false reporting to law enforcement, and resisting arrest. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I see you have a pending case in city court for disorderly conduct. Similar charges. That case is from March 5th of 2025, and now you've got new charges involving similar charges. I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. May 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your next court date in city court. You are excused. Thank you. Your attorney will be in touch with you.
Thank you. I'll stay out there with the females.
Robert. Yes, that's it. Okay, I actually have to just.
Public defender room.
Yep, I'm here.
All right, sir. What is your full name at the jail, please?
Robert Manuel Moroyoki.
All right, looks like you have a waived reading of the charges, enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know, sir, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening. Hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation is $150,000. The state recognizes the lack of criminal history, and the bond recommendation is based off the nature of the offense and the mandatory prison time associated with those charges.
Defense counsel.
Mr. Marioki has been assessed at 11-1. As the state recognized, he has no prior offenses. He is 23, excuse me, no convictions. He is 23 years old. He is low on the FTA and MCA scales. He's a lifelong resident living with his parents who contacted. He is unemployed and he is a student. His family welcomes him in. It was confirmed that there are no others in the home, and I should emphasize that the allegations involve images. Again, he has no problems. I am asking the court to consider pretrial release. If certain court orders, I think that he will do well on pretrial release as long as he's with the stamp.
Due to the alleged facts in the case, the bond set at $50,000. No contact with any minors. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent him. May 27, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is the preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you, sir. What is your full name, please?
Your name?
Gabriel Orozco.
What's your middle name, sir?
Gabriel Orozco.
What's your middle name?
Cesar.
Your waive reading of the complaint. I'll enter plea of not guilty. Mr. Orozco, you have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office, then your attorney. Defense counsel? I'm sorry, Mr. Terrace?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a no bond hold due to the on-release allegation and the new felony picked up.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I don't have much of an argument against that, but I will just note that this was an otherwise non-violent event. He is 38 and a lifelong resident. He's unemployed, and I do believe, based on some of his fears, that it was an underlying substance use disorder. So I just want to note those things for the record.
Mr. Orozco, I'm going to hold you without bond. Your first hearing is a no bond hearing on May 20th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Your preliminary hearing is May 27th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Nicholas Brereton is your appointed counsel. He will be in touch with you soon. You also had misdemeanor charges of shoplifting and drug paraphernalia from today's date at a city court. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty, release you, set your next court date for July 18th at 9 a.m. You also had another city court case. Both cases are going to be on July 18th at 9 a.m. I'll appoint a city public defender to represent you. Thank you.
Your Honor, this question needs to translate.
What is your full name at the jail, please?
Needs a translator?
Yeah. Is a translator there? She's there, right?
Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Yeah, I asked, what is his name, please?
¿Cuál es su nombre, señor?
Ramón Luis Quiñones Insunza.
Ramón Luis Piñones Insunza.
You're charged with a, looks like a felony warrant had issued for your arrest.
Se emitió una orden de arresto debido a una acusación de delito mayor.
The charges involve unlawful possession of narcotic drugs for sale and drug paraphernalia from May 31st of 2023.
Las acusaciones fueron por estupefacientes ilícitos con intención de venta y también por portar accesorios de drogas. Esto ocurrió el 31 de mayo del 2023.
I'm going to quash the warrant.
Voy a cancelar la orden de arresto.
Enter pleas of not guilty.
Voy a someter una declaración de no culpable.
Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent.
Le quiero informar que usted tiene el derecho constitucional de permanecer en silencio.
You do have a right to be represented by an attorney.
Usted tiene el derecho de ser representado por un abogado.
There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you tonight.
Enseguida de usted está sentada una abogada que la va a estar representando con propósitos de la audiencia de esta noche.
I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor, Mr. Terrace.
Voy a escuchar primero al fiscal, el señor Terrace. ¿Cuál va a ser su recomendación?
Your Honor, the state recommends $2,500, the amount listed in the warrant.
El fiscal recomienda que se fije una fianza de $2,500, que es la misma cantidad que está en la orden de arresto.
Defense counsel.
Vamos a escuchar ahora la recomendación de la abogada de oficio.
Your Honor, I am asking for pretrial services release.
Yo estoy pidiendo que él salga en libertad bajo la supervisión de servicios previos al juicio.
He is 35 years old and a lifelong resident.
Él tiene 35 años de edad y él ha estado viviendo aquí toda su vida.
He also maintains employment.
También tiene trabajo.
And perhaps most importantly, he has no convictions.
Y lo más importante, su señoría, es que él no tiene antecedentes penales.
My understanding is this is a refiled matter.
Tengo entendido que este fue un caso que se volvió a presentar
And he was unaware of the warrant,
y él no sabía sobre esta orden de arresto,
which the court has now quashed.
la misma que usted acaba de cancelar.
For these reasons, given that he was assessed at a level 1,
Debido a estas razones y también porque él salió evaluado en la clasificación 1
that it was assessed as a non-violent event,
y debido a que esto fue un incidente no violento,
I am asking the court to consider pretrial release.
por esas razones quisiera que usted considerara dejarlo en libertad bajo esa supervisión.
Court sets a $2,000 bond.
Voy a fijar una fianza de $2,000.
Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you.
Voy a nombrar a que la oficina de los abogados de oficio lo representen.
Your arraignment date is set for May 22nd, 2025 at 1:30 p.m.
Y su siguiente audiencia, que va a ser la lectura de cargos oficial, va a ser para el 22 de mayo del 2025 a la 1:30 de la tarde.
You're excused. Thank you.
Se puede retirar, gracias. Thank you. Is there another Spanish, Your Honor?
Jail, is there another Spanish-speaking individual?
Not Adelaide, Your Honor.
May the interpreter be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Still remain on the line.
You want to put secured? Mhm. What is your full name, please?
Michelle and Barbie.
You have been arrested for the crime of unlawful possession of dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Sure, ma'am.
Release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to be in possession of any narcotic drugs, illegal drugs. Don't be taking any illegal drugs. Don't drink any alcohol. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is called a STEPS hearing on May 22nd, 2025 at 9 a.m. You must be present for this hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest and you will no longer be eligible for this diversion program. Your counsel, you're willing to waive time limits for the preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right, the preliminary hearing is set June 30th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Barbie, you also had some misdemeanors for your arrest out of city court on 1, 2, 3 cases in warrant status. One was a contributing to delinquency and minor charge. One case was a criminal trespass in 3rd degree. The other case was removing a shopping cart from the premises of the store location. And then you picked up a new charge of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. Your next court date's in city court, June 16th at 9:30 a.m. And ma'am, you got to make sure you appear. If you don't, warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
You got to make sure you appear this time so you can resolve your cases. You are
I will.
excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I have a seat out there with the females?
Quick call. Maya.
Outside.
What is your full name, please?
Jeremiah Bertel.
Mr. Vitale, you're charged with theft of means of transportation, burglary in the third degree, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. The state's okay with your release to supervision of pretrial services. I will release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to be in possession of any illegal drugs. Do not drink any alcohol. Don't have any contact with the victims involved in this case. Don't go where those individuals live or work. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set June 4th at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you stay in touch with your attorney. Mr. Brickell, you also had the jail found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases in warrant status out of city court for charges involving 1, 2, 3, 4 cases involved criminal trespass, and 1 case involves drug paraphernalia. I'm going to quash those warrants. Mr. Brickell, you've got to appear in court to resolve your case.
I know.
I'm going to give you a chance to appear on your own June 13th at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor. Let's move it down. Where they come in?
What?
That's when they come in.
Yeah.
What is your full name, please?
Edward Chavez Jr.
You are charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm within city limits, 2 counts of being a prohibited possession of a weapon, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. Looks like you do have an adult probation hold on you. And Mr. Terrace.
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $25,000. The defendant has multiple prior convictions involving firearms, and the state is concerned about that given the nature of the offense today.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, Mr. Chavez is 35. He's married. He is not high on the scales. He is a lifelong resident and does have confirmed family support. He was assessed at a level 2, but however, given the adult probation hold, I do want to make sure that Mr. Chavez is very tentatively not going to let him out pending this, the integrity of this matter. So I would just ask for a lower bond than the state's recommendation.
Chavez, your bond set at $20,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Possess no firearms or weapons. Preliminary hearings May 27th at 1:30 p.m. And Mr. Terrace, is there a victim in this case? Let's see. Nope.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Yeah, just charging a firearm. All right, thank you. So your attorney will be in touch with you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Luke Anthony Daly.
You're charged with unlawful possession of narcotic drugs for sale, 1 count of weapons misconduct, basically possessing a firearm during a drug offense, being a prohibited possessor, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutors regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $20,000 due to the nature of the offense, as well as the fact that the defendant is on probation and was recently placed on probation for the same offense.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, he is 36 years old. He was assessed at a level 2. He is not high on the NCA or FTA scales. He has lived here the entirety of his life. He is currently unemployed. For that reason, I do not think that he would be able to attain a $20,000 bond. I am asking the court, if the court is not inclined to release him, to just set a lower bond, given the fact that he is unemployed.
Mr. Daly, your bond set at $20,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Possess no firearms or weapons. Your preliminary hearing is set May 27th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Go sit downstairs with me, sir.
What is your full name, please?
Kayla Noel Day.
You're charged with unlawful possession of narcotic drug for sale, a weapons misconduct charge, basically a firearm, you're in possession of a firearm during a drug offense. Being a prohibited possessor, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. The prosecutor's office is asking that you be held without bond pursuant to the Arizona Constitution, which basically states that if you have a pending felony case and you're arrested on new felony charges, you're not entitled to bond. Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I defer to the court.
Ms. Day, you're going to be held without bond. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Possess no firearms or weapons. Your preliminary hearing is set May 27th at 1:30 p.m. and your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Your Honor, what is for no bond hearing?
Let's see. May 20th at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
What is your full name, sir? Can you unmute, please?
Open.
Say your name again.
Richard Lopez,
What's your middle name?
Anthony.
You're charged with one count of theft of means of transportation. I'm an enter plea of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. The prosecutor's office is okay with your release to supervision or pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation, release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitor treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, you are not allowed to have any contact with the true owners of that vehicle. Don't go to where the victim lives or works. Possess no alcohol. Do not take any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set June 4th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Stay in touch with your attorney. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Jacqueline Kaylee Euler.
You're charged with one count of fraudulent use of a credit card. I'm an enter plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. Despite your felony arrest history, the state's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation and release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitor treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, do not have any contact with the true owners of that credit card. Don't go to where that person lives or works. Possess no alcohol. Don't take any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set June 4th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You also had a misdemeanor case out of city court for a charge. It was a warrant for criminal trespass in a first degree and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. I will allow you to be released. You must appear in city court June 12th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. If you don't appear, another warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused. You'll get copies of your paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you. So this, okay. And have a seat out there with the females. Okay. For mirrors.
What is your full name, please?
Emmanuel Robert Ramirez.
You're charged with one count of domestic violence, aggravated assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $50,000. I understand that the defendant does not have at least any felony criminal convictions. However, the state has included the statistics as it relates to intimate partner strangulation, and the state also is concerned given the status of the victim.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, pretrial services had an opportunity to speak with the victim who did not object to his release. She confirmed that the two do not live together. Mr. Ramirez, it is confirmed, lives with his grandmother, and she is able to take him back in. He is 22 years old. He is low on the NCAA and FTA scales, and he is a lifelong resident. I asked that the court consider pretrial services release. If the court is not inclined to do that, I would ask for no more than $25,000. That will reasonably assure Mr. Ramirez's appearance in court as he is indigent.
Mr. Ramirez, your bond is set at $50,000 due to the alleged nature of the facts. No contact with the victim. Even though she said she wants contact, you cannot call her, text her, social media her. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where she lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. May 27, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your next hearing date, or your preliminary hearing date, sorry. You're excused. Your attorney will be in touch with you.
Hey.
What is your full name, please?
James Kyle Reed.
It looks like you're wanted in Sacramento, California on some charges. I'll waive reading of the complaint, quashed a warrant. California is asking that I set a $50,000 bond in your case. Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I don't think that I have much in regards to Mr. Reed, other than he was assessed at a level 1. I would ask that the court consider release so that he can take care of these matters in person. And that is about what I have as far as information for the court.
Your bond set at $50,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. May 20th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. is your fugitive warrant hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
Your Honor, was that the legal defender?
Yes. And the parties
All right.
are excused. Thank you.
wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend,